Today, I'm joined by my father.
Yeah. So if the fence was in the infield, it'd be a home run.
Then I got the man, the myth, the legend, the rogue.
That's
Greg
right.
Anderson. What is the 5 funniest movies you guys have ever seen? So I bought it before you let me watch it.
Oh,
I sneaked it before you let me watch it. Guy, are we going to get invaded by aliens? What 3 celebrities do you think you could survive an alien invasion?
Celebrity would have to be the president of the United States. Plus, you might walk up and smack him across the face, like Chris Rock, so...
Welcome to Catching a Vibe. This is episode 16. I'm your host, Drew. And today, I'm joined by my father, the modern day Coach Meg.
Wow. I know. This is awful on the video, too. Keep hitting. Because I'm going to show you more than one swing that you took a baby swing at it, like you didn't want to hit it anywhere.
You just told me to take a nice and easy.
Okay.
That's good work.
Yeah, right. You're definitely making a second baseman work.
Yeah, that's out of the fence, guy.
Yeah. If the fence was in the infield, it'd be a home run.
Just killed the pitcher.
Then I got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Google Me,
That's right.
the greatest wrestler to never grace the WWE. The rogue.
That's
Greg
right.
Anderson.
That's me.
How are we doing, fellas?
We're doing good.
Awesome.
Doing good.
Doing
Living
Glad
the
to be here.
dream. Living the dream.
Living the dream.
Glad to be here.
Appreciate you guys coming on.
Appreciate you having us.
Okay, Greg, this first question I have for you.
Very well.
What WWE superstar would you want to face in a cage match?
Is this current or anyone I want?
Anyone you want.
I would have to say it'd have to be The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Why is that?
The Rogue versus The Rock.
Ooh, I like that. That's good
Yeah.
marketing right there.
He might be able to handle me.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what the script writers have in plan for.
Well,
the
I know
match.
what they would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would want to face him.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you have, Dad? Do you have a wrestler in mind to take on the Rogue for the belt?
For him to take
Yeah.
on for the belt? I think the best matchup would probably be Ric Flair.
I had Ric Flair.
He's
That would be
he's
interesting as
he's
well.
Probably
Yes.
the best interviewer, the best guy performing out on the mat. I just think he would highlight
Those
the
two
match.
personalities would
good
be.
personality. Is
Yeah.
exactly
Yes.
right. So
Yeah. Ric
that's
Flair
who I
be-
would go with.
Mhm.
He would be a good one. I mean, obviously one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Can't argue that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Second behind the Rogue, obviously.
oh, without question.
Yeah.
No one beats me.
Right.
That's why I'd have to be the promoter of this event.
Yeah.
That way I can tell them to go down. But no, yeah, Ric Flair would be a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to wrestle both of the Road Warriors too. Mike's favorite tag team growing up, and
Good
actually
tag team.
mine as well. So
Who would your tag partner be? If you did?
Oh, I'd have to take my boy Alan Funk,
Alan
Queewee,
Yes.
the Terminal Punishment versus the Legion of Doom. That's how that would go. We'd get out the mops,
Get out the box.
mop them up.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. So my second question is, what is the 5 funniest movies you guys have ever seen?
You go ahead. You go first.
Do you
Mike.
want us one and then move, or
We could do 5.
how do you want 5 funniest movies.
Yeah, start
All
with
right.
number 5. guy.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you good because I got 2 movies that kind of a tie for 5th for me.
Okay.
One would be The Ridiculous Six with Adam Sandler. Just straight out goofiness.
Yeah.
Stupidity.
Taylor
but just
Lautner with his strong neck.
just makes you laugh. I mean, the one part of the movie where kind of the invention of baseball was comedy, where they're out there,
Yes.
you know, and making that up as they went was pretty good. And the other movie, I would have to say Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Just
classic.
a sports movie, just makes me laugh a ton, you know. Just Will Ferrell, we can't go wrong with him. The other actors in there, Paul Rudd's another one. Just the hilariousness of it. I mean, it ain't like a Academy Award-winning movie, but just if you're thinking of laughing, you're hysterical and funniness, I think that's one of them.
Yeah.
That's my 5.
I like your number 5. Greg, what you got here?
Mine starts with The Naked Gun.
The Naked Gun.
Leslie Nielsen. There is no comedian actor that can pull off such stupidity and be funny without being looked at as completely dumb. I'm sure your dad would agree with that.
Oh, yes.
So The Naked Gun would be 1. 2 would be Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. 3 would be Clint Eastwood's Every Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can, which is they had a pet orangutan, which was kissing everybody throughout the show, which was great. And how could we forget the Black Widow biker gang?
Right.
This was really good stuff.
Rough, tough biker gang.
Yes, they would get mopped up by the kindergarten class at any elementary school, but they were funny.
Like Corey?
Yes.
Yes.
The Big Wheel Gang would take them.
Yeah.
Right.
And Breakfast Club,
Okay.
which was a representation of school when I was in school,
Mm-hmm.
and Fast Times at
Classic.
Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
Right.
And a real close one that almost made it was Slapshot,
Slapshot.
an old hockey movie with Paul Newman. I suggest if you haven't seen it, you watch it.
I'll give that a check.
Those would be my 5.
I like the 5. So, and number 5 for me, I went with the Interview. I know you've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Oh, yeah. Very
James
funny.
Franco. You're
Very
telling me
funny.
that tiger has night vision goggles and you sent my friend out there?
It was probably the first movie that I kind of recall letting you watch.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh, geez, this too much foul language for him to watch. But,
I
it's
remember-
a great movie.
We went to Columbus for a tournament and we went to see Superman. And the trailer came out for that.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh my god, this is hilarious. Then they didn't let it go to theaters, but you could buy it off Apple Music. So I bought it before you let me watch it.
Oh, you just...
I sneaked it before you let me watch it. And I just watched it a couple of nights ago. And it's so funny.
Okay.
So number 4 for me, I have Dodgeball.
Yes.
Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn. 2
Right.
iconic
Right.
actors.
Right.
The Cobras. Watch out for the Cobras.
Yeah.
Number 3, I have the 40-year-old version. Steve Carell and that, getting waxed, screaming Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the funniest scene in that movie.
Then
Just-
him getting drunk at the club and just screaming.
Yes.
Oh, it's so great.
So, yeah, I mean, to go back, number 4 for me, Monty Python, The Holy Grail, was a classic, older comedy, very funny throughout the whole movie, just hilarious. Number 3, I'm going with Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's a good movie.
That's just, it's funny and it's also just a good movie overall. It was classic times back then, just hilarious all the way through. Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago, was great. So I'm going to go, before you here, Drew, I'm going to go with a little holiday spirit here. I'm going Christmas Vacation,
Yeah.
National Lampoons.
Yeah.
Every time that's on during the Christmas season, I don't care where it is, I turn it on
Yep.
and watch it all the way through. Just laugh hysterically
I have to finish-
throughout it. Just funny.
I have to finish Christmas Eve watching Christmas Vacation to
Yeah.
get it right.
It sets off the whole season, but it's just overall you can watch it anytime.
Yeah.
I just think Chevy Chase is so funny.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Kiss
Yeah.
his ass. Kiss my ass.
Yes, just so many good scenes in there that make you laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Number one overall, it's probably if you're going comedy where you just want to laugh.
Yeah.
Who cares what it's about or what it's for? But Step Brothers, just hilarious.
Yes.
The scene where they're laying up in bed, I laid right next to my brother, and we probably said the same things, like, I'm going to punch you when you're sleeping. I'm going to kill you. Just crazy, hysterical stuff. Just throughout the movie. We all know the drum set scene where he's up there and playing on it when he told nobody to go touch it. That was hilarious. Just all out. That's probably number one on my list if we're going comedy. Just to laugh, was great.
Did you touch my drum set? No, I didn't. What are you doing? Watching Cops? I know Cops doesn't start till 4 p.m. You liar.
He's laying on a couch sweating, so he was up there. But yeah, it was. It was flat out funny.
So number 2 I have is Step Brothers. So
I kind of figured you would have that on
Yeah.
the list
I
because
figured
it's
you would have
classic.
that one.
it's great. Then
It's more your time, yeah.
when they're walking back home and I forget what Will Ferrell's character's name is. He tells Dale, let's go this route instead. And he's like, oh, it's an extra 40 minutes. And he's like, trust me, we don't want to go down there.
Yeah.
They get beat up by the kids.
Yes. They have to lick a dog.
Yeah, lick a dog turd.
Yeah, so
The
that was
number
great.
1 I have is Wedding Crashers. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Vince
Okay.
Vaughn's one of my favorite. Him just
Vince
improv,
Vince Vaughn's
rambling.
very good, yes, sure. Yeah.
So now we're going to talk a little aliens because this guy wants to talk some aliens. Guy, are we going to get invaded by aliens?
To answer that question, does people believe that they're real or not? I just think everybody nowadays has a camera in their hand, so they can video something silly that they have no answer for. But I kind of think there's something. I don't think. Let's just say I don't want to know if they're here or not, or hopefully they don't invade. But with all these videos coming out with people seeing something flying in the sky. I mean, some of them look like they're doctored up, but I would have to say there's something out there. I can't imagine we're the only planet on this universe that there's anything that can live on it. So I would have to say there's something out there, but why would they want to come here?
Yeah, Greg, what do you think?
I truly believe there is something out there. We're not the only form of life throughout the vast space.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's worlds that are far advanced to us, and I'm sure there's some that are in prehistoric shape. So we're not the only forms of life. And what would concern me most is why would they be here?
Right.
Are they here to become friends?
Yeah.
Obviously, 3 things would come to my mind on top of that. They're obviously older than us, as far as their civilization, so to speak. More advanced because they're here.
Right.
Or is that just a matter of they maybe left thousands of years before we even thought of it?
Yeah.
And they're more curious, obviously. And they're sitting back and watching. So they're gathering intelligence, let's say. So is that to come and invade us and take our world from us, kick us out like we're the dog that pooped on the rug? Or are they are they coming to share wisdom, smoke the peace pipe? Who knows? I hope certainly it's to be friends, because like I said, I would say if they're here, they're more advanced than we are.
Right, like Star Wars, just everyone's living on the same world.
Yes, I believe.
Not fighting.
Let's hope that's
the
truth and not a they live type scenario movie with the great Roddy Piper from years ago.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my take on the aliens. They're out there.
Yeah.
Just we hopefully don't see too many of them.
Right, because the Pentagon, I saw, they said they think the mothership is sending UFOs down, and you heard that USA shot this down, that down. I think they're out more.
Here, if I were doing this and I was in charge of a mission to go check another, I would expect some to get shot down because you're invading another world.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean they're bad.
Right.
They're protecting.
Yeah.
That's why I say intelligence they're gathering. How close can they get?
Mm-hmm.
Where's their safe zone to watch and not get shot down and watch our tendencies?
Yeah.
So who knows? I mean, hopefully, thousands of years from now, they'll probably be like Star Wars, where there's people from everywhere in space living together. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Do you think they're telling you all the truth too?
Yeah. That's the thing.
That's a very good question. It's hard to trust people.
I know.
Hard to trust things that aren't from here too.
One of the theories, because on Sundays they have shows on, I think it's Discovery Channel, and it's paranormal type. And one of the theories about the UFOs is the ocean. They're in the ocean. They kind of
because I think it's 97% of oceans haven't been discovered.
Right.
And that's scary.
You don't know what's out there.
Right.
So maybe that's Bermuda Triangle stuff. Who knows?
Yeah. Could be.
Find out.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could be. So now I'm going to ask you guys, what 3 celebrities do you think you could survive an alien invasion? Who wants to start? Greg?
Obviously, if it's you want to survive it and have these 3 people with you, the first celebrity would have to be the President of the United States. Because you would have the Secret Service and the military with you.
That's a great pick.
As we just said, we don't know what they're here for.
Right.
And if they're invading us, obviously it ain't to be friends. It's to come and
conquer.
Take your coffee.
Yeah. Cup of Joe, give me that.
So the President, whether I like him or not, which I don't, but I'd want his access to military might. The next one, as a celebrity, you'd want someone that actually understood combat, Jesse Ventura, former Green Beret. So you would think, even though he's an old man now, he would have an understanding of how to get out of plain sight. The third one, it's been said he's a weapons expert and a martial arts, Steven Seagal.
Okay.
These all 3, they all bring something to the table if you want to survive. Like Steven Seagal, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stories on him.
Yeah.
As to whether he's legit or not. He looks it on the movies, don't he?
Yeah.
But I guess maybe his is more because of his character in the movies. But those 3 all would bring something to the table as far as getting you through the night, I would think. So that's where I would be going with it.
I like your 3. What you got, guy?
All right. So my 3 is going to be 1, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I got to have the Terminator on my side. He's already killed the Predator, so I think he's kind of the guy I want on my team, And secondly, I'm going to go with Keanu Reeves, the Matrix Man, Mr. Anderson. Got to go with him.
John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick. This guy, as an actor, plays good movies, but in real life, he's a gun specialist. I mean, this guy shoots guns all the time. He probably has a house full of them.
He's about that life.
He's about that life, so I think he would be a good pick for me. Thirdly, I'm going with this guy. Probably don't even need any guns, but Bruce Lee. This guy pretty much invented karate and ass kicking, so I'm going to have to go with him.
Yeah.
Now, as an honorable mention guy, I kind of think this guy was somewhat a badass. He's fought aliens in his movies. Will Smith. Got to go with him. I kind of thought he was pretty impressive. Plus, you might walk up and smack him across the face, like Chris Rock. So you just never know how that's going to go.
He did in the Independence Day.
Right.
He was so brave when that thing come out of the ship. He punched him in the mouth.
Right. He knocked him out.
Welcome to Earth. There we
and
are.
drug him across the desert. So I mean, he would be another person I'd welcome into what I would call the dream team. So that would be my team.
Oh, you stole my joke, you bastard. All right, so number 3 for me, I have Tom Cruise. I mean, you gotta have Tom Cruise, and he can fly.
Gotta have a
plane, too.
fighter pilot, sure.
I mean, Top Gun,
That would
Yeah.
be
Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Look
Right.
at all those movies. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is a good one.
So
Definitely
number
dig it.
2, this is more funny. I'm going Ben Stiller because of the Neighborhood Watch. If you've ever seen that, you know you won't,
Right,
you won't mess with
Definitely.
his supermarket.
right.
The number 1, you stole him from me. I got Will Smith. I also thought he would actually smack the shit out of an alien, so that's why I thought to pick Will Smith. Plus Independence Day.
Yeah,
Right. He's already had an encounter with the alien, so he could probably handle himself.
and Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Men in Black's
too.
another one.
So I
Yeah.
mean, Will's got all the knowledge you would need because
Right.
of his movie.
Certainly.
Yeah. Plus he has some one
Escapade.
device to make you forget
Right,
what just happened.
right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We'd slap a couple aliens around and hit him.
Hit him with the light.
Yeah.
Right.
You are now human.
Right.
So now we're going to talk a little NFL. So free agency just began. I know Greg got some notes.
I do.
So Greg, who do you think are
He's
some
a specialist
winners?
in this area.
Some
That's-
winners and
Winners.
losers of free agency.
Well, of course, it's early yet.
Yes.
And there have been a few things happen since I did this Friday night. So this is Friday, a little old news, but still,
Yeah.
I don't think so much has gone on since then to change much.
Mhm.
My big winner is actually the Chicago Bears.
I agree.
I think keeping Justin Fields was the exact right move.
Yep.
He's a good quarterback playing on a team with
No weapons.
no real weapons. I mean, with all due respect to our NFL players,
Right.
I'm grading them on the greatest players in the world, and
Yeah.
they don't have the greatest of the great. They have good, not great.
Right.
They did get DJ Moore back in a trade,
Mm-hmm.
got extra draft picks, and moved the first draft to someone else. That was outstanding in my mind.
Yeah.
Plus, they've signed 9 free agents and only lost 2 of their own. But when you're a 3-14 team, you might want to lose some of your guys, right?
Right.
You know?
They got Edmonds from the
Yes.
Right.
And
Bills.
Edwards from the Eagles, so they strengthened their linebacker
Yep.
core. Another winner, I think, is Miami.
Miami, getting Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, I mean, and they're another one that has signed. They've signed 14 free agents, some of them their own.
Got a backup quarterback in Mike White because we
Yes.
all
He's
know
not
Tua
bad.
is going to get hurt.
Yeah, oh yeah,
eventually.
and Tua may be done the next time he gets hurt.
Yeah.
Another one, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
They've signed 10 free agents and only lost, 3.
3.
So, I mean, like I say, I'm not really looking at who they're signing because you can sign all the names you want. You don't really know how it's going to pan out,
Right.
right?
Right.
So, and losers, Arizona, they're
Yeah. I don't know
Awful.
what the hell they're doing.
they've signed 5, lost 7.
Yeah.
Or lost 4. They got 24 more guys they got to think about what they're doing. That was as of Friday. Some of these might have come off the
Yeah.
board, but
And the Kyler drama that's going on. Everyone
He's-
wants
he's
him
not
to grow
worth
up.
it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that good to begin with.
Yeah. D-Hop wanting out. too.
D-Hop wants out. Ought to tell you where that is going. They're losing. They're going to get rid of Robbie Anderson.
Yeah.
So they're getting rid of their whole team. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
yeah, a lot of it's probably because of Kyler Murray
Yeah.
and his crying.
Right.
I wouldn't want to play with him.
Yeah.
Not that my opinion means anything. The Ravens have done next to nothing.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
we all know about Lamar, too.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. How can you not think the Packers are going to lose?
Aaron Rodgers has said he wants to play for the Jets.
Yeah, he don't want to be back in Green Bay, so
Right.
you're going with Jordan Love now.
Right.
Maybe down the road you win, but right now you
Yeah.
lose. So
And I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Would you sign Lamar if you were the Ravens GM?
not to a guaranteed contract now.
Yeah. Like how
I-
he wants the Deshaun money.
I would have put this to him. All right, you go test the open market, see what you can get.
hmm
As long as it ain't guaranteed, we'll match it.
Right.
But I want to prove to you, nobody out there except maybe the idiot in Washington would give a guaranteed contract because they want to get rid of the guy in Washington.
Yeah.
So he might do it just to piss all the rest of them off.
hmm
That's where I'm at with that. Lamar Jackson's great. Is he the greatest? Is he worth that much money guaranteed? No. He's injury prone.
Right.
He's a running quarterback.
Yeah.
So, no, I mean, I'd sign him for what someone else is willing to sign him for, but I'm not establishing a new market, and I'm not giving him guaranteed money. If you get hurt at work and you aren't working, do you get paid? No, I don't either. Time for the professional athletes to understand what real life is.
Right.
No, you get if you're not playing, you get nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sure all the millions you made in the past should get you by.
Yeah.
So
just rip up his contract.
Yeah, you're dust. So no, I wouldn't. I'd sign him. I'd want him on my team, but I wouldn't sign him to what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's getting proven to right now. Hey, no one wants you for what you think.
Right.
We want you, but we want you what we want you for.
We're not stupid enough to give you that.
We're not doing a Cleveland.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that.
No.
That was a bad contract. Deshaun Watson's good.
Right.
Was he worth that? No. And all that did was now we got a bunch of Lamar Jacksons wanting the same.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I think.
Yeah. All right, Guy.
All right. So my number 3 is the Bears. Obviously, I do think Justin Fields was the right choice because I don't think Bryce Young's any better. He's a smaller guy. Yeah. I mean, he might have a slight better arm, but I don't really think it's not that different. Let's see. Sticking with him was good. Getting DJ Moore, top-tier wide receiver, I think is going to help bolster that offense where Fields has an outlet pass where he can throw instead of running that he typically does. He picked up some linebackers. Tremaine Edwards from the Bills, a stud, and T.J. Edwards from the Bills that went there. He's not from the Bills. He's from Pittsburgh. Or Eagles, correct. So I think they did a lot. Plus they picked up some other players to help bolster that team. 2 draft picks. I mean, I think they're on the right track. I like what they're doing. Number 2 would be the Jets. I mean, obviously, you're going from having nothing at the quarterback position to an MVP candidate. I know he's up there in age, but he still can get it done. You know, they picked up Alan Lazard from Green Bay, who Rodgers knows pretty well. They got Garrett Wilson, who's a total beast. And they got, the good running game if they get Breece Hall back. Defense, we all know their defense is top tier in the league. So I think they improved.
Yeah.
As far as up to date, current, there's still probably a lot of trades or people getting waived, whatever, that come up. But for right now, those 2. Top, I'm going with the Saints. I don't care who you put at a quarterback. Derek Carr is way better than Jameis Winston or Andy Dalton. I think he bolsters that team. The Saints have always been a competitive team, good defense. They picked up some other key players on their
Williams
team.
Too.
They picked up the rushing leader for touchdowns last year, so, I mean, he can help with the running game. Who knows with Kamara what they're going to do with him. He looks like a big idiot right nowadays, so I would probably not play him this year the way he is, but and they picked up some defensive players too. And the Saints have good receivers, Michael Thomas, if he ever decides he wants to play.
Yeah, he signed a 1-year deal.
Is a beast.
Olave.
Chris Olave. I think they're probably, right now, in my mind, the best team as far as the free agent market. I mean, you go out and you replace zero at quarterback with a decent Pro Bowler type quarterback that can sling the ball around the yard. I think it's a good pickup for him.
Yeah.
So I would say the Saints so far have the best.
Yeah. I like that. So I had the Bears as well. Had the Dolphins. And I'm going to include the Cowboys because they got Gilmore and Brandon Cooks.
Cooks hadn't happened yet when I was finding out. I think Dallas has done okay.
Mm-hmm.
the Cooks thing puts me. They might be in the W for me too, but
Yeah.
we'll see how that plans out. Didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. So losers. You have any losers?
I didn't really plan on the loser side of it, but obviously Green Bay, right?
Losing Aaron Rodgers.
Half your team says they don't want to play there no more. That kind of hurts your team there, losing Rodgers and receivers and a couple defensive players. Another winner, I mean, without really the Browns. I mean, the Browns picked up some defensive players that could help.
Yeah.
Garrett.
Tomlinson from
Yeah.
the Vikings.
Yeah, he's a big run stuffer. So we see. I mean, the Browns always pick up what we think are
think
great
it's
players,
good,
and they
and
never pan
they
out.
don't do
So
shit.
they always think it up when the time comes to
Right.
playing on the field.
I would add to. I didn't include Green Bay on the losers yet because they only have 8 free agents of their own to sign. So obviously, a lot of their team must be under contract, or they would certainly be a loser in my opinion. And not to say that they're not,
Right.
because when you lose Aaron Rodgers and they lost Lazard, which I think was probably their best wide receiver, so I can see where you'd put them in there. The reason I didn't put them in was, yeah, they're losing, but they don't have many free agents, so their team is a lot under contract. So we'll see how that plays out.
Right.
And it's early.
Right.
It's early.
Anything can happen.
And New Orleans, that was pretty good stuff there. I like
Yeah,
that. You might talk
that
me into
is.
thinking they're early leaders.
My first favorite team, the
Yeah.
Saints. Right. So I had the Patriots as losers. The only signing I saw was Juju, TikTok boy. Can't stand him. And Cardinals, like you said. Like, what are they doing?
They're garbage.
Yeah, they're mud.
I wish they were the Steelers,
Yeah.
but they're not. They're just the garbage Cardinals. But,
Yeah.
oh well.
Right.
So yeah, I think that wraps up the episode. You guys have anything else to say?
No, be glad to come back anytime.
Oh, of course. I'll
And,
have you guys back on.
Yeah.
That was
Discuss whatever. How about what's going on in the NCAA tournament?
March Madness.
Yeah.
Lots of upsets.
Purdue going down.
Yeah.
Fairleigh Dickinson.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the school Phil went to. Chris
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah.
And
You're right, it
Kansas
is.
just went down yesterday.
Yeah, I mean the brackets are toast.
Yeah.
There isn't
Arizona
any
went
good.
down to Princeton, and Princeton moved on and beat Missouri. They're in the
Duke
Sweet
lost
16.
to-
Did Duke lose?
Yeah.
Wow. Unfortunately, it looks like the SEC is mopping up in basketball now, too. More reason to hate them.
But all right, that wraps up Catching a Vibe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, watch the episodes. We'll see you next time. Peace.